Finally, a real MC story. I'll have to keep some details a bit vague. I worked for a just-in-time company and was on work assignment in Japan. They had some strange approaches to prioritizing which safety items needed focus. They also have a very specific method and format for problem solving. This is important later. If you've ever driven in Japan, you know that some roads wouldn't pass as a cart path most anywhere else, and most have very deep gutters that will shit mix your car right quick. My company car was a gorgeous 87 horsepower Vitz. I still miss it sometimes. When idling in drive, it hovered around 22-25 kilometers per hour. Sorry Americans, I don't know how many hogcocks to the melted Velveeta it is in freedom units. The speed limit on the site was 20. The speedo for the Vitz was in the center console and the driveway through the site is quite long and narrow. I couldn't watch both easily. One day, they had safety team members out on a literal speed trap. I got pulled over. Driving infractions are pretty serious and I am Gaijin, so they lost it on me. They flagged down lots of people, but only I got yelled at. I had to write a shame letter and do a problem solving report for a root cause and countermeasure. Sure, my reasoning was I couldn't watch the speedo and the narrow lanes at the same time. The idle speed is too high to maintain safe driving. Countermeasure: my beloved Vitz had a B-gear Jake brake for brake fade on mountain roads. In B, it idled at exactly 10. They loved the report. It was shared with my working group. The next time I was on site, I went directly to my car, got on the lot exit to the winding, narrow, single-lane driveway and put it in B. There was a huge line of cars behind my idling 10 kilometers per hour Vitz with the guy directly behind me losing his damned mind. It took forever to get to the gate, although no one was speeding. The next morning, my boss said there were many complaints about the white Vitz driving too slow. I said safety first, and I don't want to risk another speeding ticket at work. He said I didn't have to drive 10 kilometers per hour anymore. Fucking nope. Every day I worked on that site, I drove exactly 10 in and exactly 10 out. I feel bad for screwing everyone else over, but if it's serious enough to give me a speeding ticket and a shame letter, then it's serious enough to be diligent about. They made an announcement that the safety Gestapo would limit safety audits to activity on site and that the activity was a great success in slowing down unsafe drivers. I think that was a tacit approval to go back to the old way. Even then, 10 kilometers per hour in, 10 kilometers per hour out. It became a running joke in my group though. I think they envied the malicious part of the compliance. They wouldn't be so strident against authority as it looks bad. I'm a petty gaijin. I don't give a shit. They would ask when I was arriving on site. I'd say I'm just pulling in. They would say, I see, we'll see you in 25 minutes. If I ever have to go back there, I will do it again. Safety first. It has been pointed out that the British and some other places apparently don't use logical or easy units of measure. That being said, in the name of inclusion, I don't know what 25 kilometers per hour is in centuries of colonial theft and brutal subjugation of cultures by a severely inbred family of mega racists per terrible meal is.